What is up, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today, we have another little guide coming to you guys today, and that is going to be the Do and Be Diana build for Preseason 10, and probably going forward into Season 10. It's the Ardent Censer Diana mid build with Conquer. It's something Do and Be has been pulling out in solo queue recently, and a thing that a lot of people don't really understand, but something that I think is actually very, very strong, something you need to try out, and something I want to help people learn, so I want to use this video as a chance to kind of explain the strategy, why I think it works, why I think it's really good, and all that good stuff. I've been playing it a lot on one of my Smurf accounts. I've been getting a lot of wins, having a lot of success with it, so I think it's definitely something you guys should try out at the very least. Before we get into that, I just want to say real quick that I actually do stream over at twitch.tv/I_am_germ. The link is going to be in the description below for that. If you guys could check that out, that would be absolutely awesome. We've built up a really solid, really dope community over there, and we'd love to have you be a part of that. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go check that out. But with that being said, let's get right into this video. We talked about it in the beginning. This is the Do and Be build that he has been playing a little bit in solo queue on this new rework Diana. It is based around the Ardent Censer first item and the Conqueror Diana mid. Ardent Censer, it actually gives you a lot of stats that Diana loves for very, very cheap. So if we take a look at that item, it is 2,300 gold, which that's cheaper than Roa, it's cheaper than Proto Belt, it's cheaper than Death Cap for a first item. So you get that one item power spike on Diana even sooner. And this is great because games end super early in Season 10. The early game's so important. Being strong at those dragon fights, being strong in the early game, starting to snowball games out of control, that is so, so important. So you want to be finishing your first item as fast as you can. But not if it's at the, not if it makes you lose power. But I really think with Ardent Censer, you aren't losing much power. Because if we look at this item, 60 AP, 10% CDR, plus 10% heal and shield power. Diana has a shield, and with Conquer, Diana has healing. So 10% increase to both of those. 50% base mana regen, that's great for Diana as well. It gives 8% movement speed. Diana loves movement speed. People build stuff like Spellbinder on her. Also, it reads that heals and shields on allied champions enhance you and them with Frenzy for 6 seconds. But some people are thinking it's a bug that when Diana shields herself, she's getting that Frenzy. But Riot has come out and actually said that it's an intended bug for whatever reason. They haven't changed the description on the item, so people get really confused. So maybe they're just saying that. Maybe it's going to get changed. I don't know. But for right now, when Diana shields herself and any other champion, I've heard of it working on stuff like Victor, Sion, any champion that has a self-heal or self-shield, this works on. So that's why this can be good. Frenzy gains you 10 to 30% attack speed based on your level, and 5 to 20 on-hit bonus magic damage, depending on your level as well, which those things are both great for Diana as well. The attack speed makes you a one-item split-pushing monster. You take towers so fast. You press W, put the shield on yourself, get the increased attack speed. You get 60 AP from it. It's so great. You're getting more passive auto attacks off. You're getting really strong, and you just become a monster in the side lane so early on. It's really hard to stop, and especially in low elo where people don't match split pushing well, don't respect split pushing very much, you start to really shred towers so fast. And with this build, I'm taking first tower all the time. I'm taking all the outer towers really fast, and I'm showing up that first dragon fight, or first 2 dragon fights, being really strong. Because at 2,300 gold being your one item power spike, that's so great. It's really easy to build. All the components are pretty cheap. You can recall anytime you want. If you take TP, you're constantly just able to farm up, stay healthy, stay safe in lane, get to this one item power spike, and then really go crazy. After that, you go into Nashor's Tooth, with the Liandry's Torment third, and then by that time, hopefully the game's starting to wrap up, because games don't really go past 3 items much on the Season 10 patch. You do sacrifice a little bit of late game by going Ardent Censer. You know, it is more of that supportive item, so it doesn't scale insanely well. It's not the huge AP item for later on, but if you're picking Diana, it's not for the late game anyway, so I don't think you're sacrificing too much, because if the game's getting to 4 or 5 whatever items on Diana, you're usually falling off anyway. As far as boots go, I've been running the Sorc shoes mostly, but I think that Merc treads are definitely viable into certain team comps and stuff. Also, as far as the rune goes, I've been running Conquer with Triumph, Legend Tenacity, Cut Down, Sudden Impact secondary with Ravenous Hunter as well. But I've seen some people going Sorcery secondary with things like Absolute Focus, and I've also seen people going Resolve secondary with something like Shield Bash, which I think could work really well too. My idea was kind of finding a way to fit in Demolish as well. If you're going to be split pushing a ton, it just helps you out even more. I'd say that's probably more of a low elo thing, but it could work out really well. And like I said, I've been playing this a ton on my Smurf account, been learning a ton about this strategy, and it actually works really well. It's super strong. I've been having a lot of success with it, taking just a ton of towers and just being a menace for the other team, because once you put your W on, it feels like you have lethal tempo. Honestly, the attack speed it gives, you get a huge boost, you get more passive auto attacks, and that helps you in fights too. Conquer, you get insane healing, insane shielding. it's really, really great. And then you get into that Gnasher's Tooth even faster since your starting item wasn't as expensive. You get stronger even faster. It really just accelerates that early to mid game where you want to be a monster with Diana anyway. Again, at the expense of a little bit late game, but I think that's definitely worth it if you're playing a champion like Diana. And I think this is definitely a build that you guys should try out. Ardent Censer, Diana mid, really strong, really OP. It's Doinb's new dark technology build. It sounded a little crazy to me at first. It sounds a little ridiculous. It's something that I've definitely gotten flamed for. You know, everyone's always wondering, questioning it, and like everyone's always saying, oh, Ardent Censer doesn't even work on self shields or whatever. But I promise, try it out. It definitely works. It's definitely very, very strong. And if you enjoy Diana, if you enjoy the rework Diana, which I've been having a ton of fun with her, she seems like a really popular champion. I think it was just a quality rework. It feels more fun to play than the old Diana without being completely overtuned, overbalanced, anything like that. I think you guys will find a lot of success. But if you ever use this build, definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know how that goes. If you have any suggestions, any comments, anything like that, what stuff are you guys playing in Season 10? Are you going to try this build out? What video do you guys want to see me make next? Those would all be much, much appreciated. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed this. Definitely check out our stream, again, over at twitch.tv/I_am_germ. Hopefully you guys have a great day and try this one out. And again, subscribe to stay up to date on all of our latest content. Definitely many more videos like this coming to you soon. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.